Hey guys, welcome back to Make That Sea Change. Paul here with you again. And Make That Sea Change is my site aimed at assisting those of you looking to get yourself set up with an online business. And part of that, as part of that, today we're going to talk about how to sell hunting gear online. Hunting is not so much here in Australia where I live, but in the US and parts of Europe, it is a massive niche that's, massive niche that's very popular and something that there is a big market for in terms of the gear that you need for hunting, whether it be the camouflage gear, the outdoor gear, the firearms, the whatever it is that you're using in your hunting expeditions. And to that end, if you're somebody who has a passion for hunting or is an avid hunter and are interested in setting up your own online business in that space, well then hopefully this video and post can help you out as to how to get started with doing all of that. So let's run through. What we're going to look through today then is we'll start with some statistics, then we'll have a look at what you need to consider and what you need to think about before as you embark on your online business, ways that you can sell hunting gear online, and then we'll finish up quickly with what you'll need to build and do for that to be set up. So let's start with some statistics. Now, normally, and I will do this, but normally first up I go into, just making sure that there is an interest for this online. I mean, there's no point in setting up your own online business and then finding out that no one buys hunting gear online. But the first thing I just want to very quickly discuss with you is around terms of legalities, especially with hunting is somewhere that predominantly firearms are used. And in a lot of countries, and especially here where I live, there is some very strict regulations around when you can hunt, what you can hunt, and the purchase, storage, and use of firearms. So if that's something that is relevant to any country that you're planning to sell into, and I know in the US, having been there a few times and spoken to a few people, different states have different laws and regulations around that as well, different seasons for things, so on and so forth. So just make sure that as you go to sell, if you're selling into areas where there's legalities, regulations, legislations around that you've got that incorporated into it as well. Anyway, as I mentioned before, the first thing we'll do, and I'm not going to take you through the post word for word, you can read through all that in your own time, but I will just start in the post having a look at some of our numbers. So for the term hunting gear, we get around 9,438 searches per month. And you can start to see what people are looking for there. Bounty hunting gear, which is a whole other area that I hadn't even thought of till I saw that. Ghost hunting, cool hunting gear, bow hunting, duck hunting gear. So both the type of hunting you're doing and the species that you are hunting, people will be searching for. So there's some start that we can talk about in a minute as well. Then obviously hunting rifles, very large interest there. Long range, accessories, custom long range, different calibers, people want to buy them and looking for the best ones. And again, good numbers all the way through, the 7,500 on average searches for hunting rifles. And I mean, we could search, hunting bows, we could search bow hunting, we could search duck hunting, we could search all that sort of stuff, and all with some very good numbers in there. So I'm pretty comfortable with that. That's so far. And then secondly, we look at hunting gear and hunting rifles there. A good market with some major spikes. Now, I am guessing that those spikes, based on the fact that they're around the midsummer and then midwinter. So I'm taking a guess that is around the seasonal hunting or the hunting seasons in the US around, because most of the stats worldwide come from the US market. But so if you're doing searches there, that's May. So May is coming out of summer in the Northern Hemisphere, and then February we're coming out of winter or into winter in the Northern Hemisphere. So those means that if you're selling stuff online, obviously you want to hit your peak periods around, that's probably around, I did have a look, around September, October, and then around January. And then in the off periods, you know that there's a bit of a lull there. That's when you start to target, and we'll talk about problem solving later on, but that's where you start to target maintenance and preparation for the next hunting season. So there's two distinct areas that we're looking at there. That said, based on that graph there and these numbers here, I'm fairly confident that we have a pretty good market that we can start to look at. Okay, so as I mentioned before, the first thing we're going to look at here is what we need to consider before we sell hunting online. And the first thing we want to look at is our niche. And we mentioned before when we were doing our searches there that there were some searches for duck hunting, there were searches for bow hunting, hunting rifles for long range, customized. They're all fairly much different niches. So you might decide to do your hunting sales around bow hunting. And you'll sell everything to do with bow hunting, tips, tricks, the bows, the arrows, the accessories, all that sort of stuff. If you're doing about rifles, you might be dealing with firearms. If you're dealing with duck hunting, it might be the camouflage gear. It might be the little duck calling things. I don't even know if they're real, are they? I see them on cartoons. But anything like that you might be dealing there. So think about your niche. How are you going to narrow this down? You might do hunting as a general subject. A lot to it, as we've already seen, and there's probably way more to it than, obviously way more to it than that. If you're doing hunting for different seasons. Here in Australia, we do hunters go out licensed by the government to cull kangaroo numbers, because believe it or not, kangaroos are a pest out in rural areas where there's farming areas, because they eat crops, and there's so many of them that they get culled, as different animals do in different countries. So if I'm building my website around my online business around kangaroo hunting, I'd be talking about the rifles, I'd be talking about the gear, I'd be talking about the racks that you put onto your four-wheel drive, because normally they take a four-wheel drive into them with hunting racks and stuff on. If you're hunting wild pigs, then you have hunting racks, you have the knives, you have dogs. If you go hunting pigs, especially in this country, I'm not sure what it is in other countries, hunters take dogs with them, and the dogs are the ones that actually track down the pigs, the wild boars. So that is, another area that you're looking at. And so hopefully you're getting a picture of breaking down into where it is you're covering. Now, if you're not entirely sure of that, think about it as solving problems. So if I'm somebody who has gone out duck hunting and I'm not finding any ducks, and I'm not catching or getting ducks, what do? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. That's where you come in. Okay, you're not finding ducks, this is what you can do. And you can go through and list that solve all the problems I have around finding ducks. I might be on a farm and have a trouble with wild dogs, which means I've got to go and hunt the wild dogs. That's what some friends of mine have. They have farms and they have to go out and hunt the wild dogs because they eat the lambs, they dig up the crops, and they're a feral animal. They bring disease and the like. So they go out and hunt that. So I'm on a farm, I've got wild dogs. What do? I have no idea where to start. So there's the problems that I'm solving. People who hunt for sport have different, it's for a sport for them. So they have different problems that they have. And I hope I'm being respectful here, because I don't know a lot about hunting. I don't actually do it myself, but I have friends who do and stuff like that. And I mean, regardless, the problems that you're solving are based on the problems that you know about. So obviously you've chosen your niche if it's something you're interested in or know about, and then you know what problems you're going to solve within that niche. And the third thing to think about is, who's your target audience? Are you targeting farmers who are hunting wild animals on their farm? Because they're probably just going to need the bare minimum. They probably want a firearm, they'll want some binoculars, they might want some baits, they might want this, that, and everything else. So they're hunting that for a particular reason. If you've got your hardcore sport hunters who are out hunting big game, or whatever it is that hunting deer or bears or foxes or cougars or whatever it is that are hunted in particular areas in different countries, then they're going to want a lot more gear, and they're going to have a lot more things that you can target them with, because they might want the high-tech rangefinders, they might want the thermo scanners, all those sort of things, the cameras, the motion set detector cameras that can buzz up in their mobile phone if there's animals in there near the camera, so they know where to go. drones for spotting, all that sort of stuff are things that sport hunters will use. And then, there's all sorts, there's everywhere in between. So have a good think about before you go into how you're going to sell these items is what's your niche. So it could be something you're passionate about or something you know about or something you have an interest in. And then think about the problems you're solving and the target audience that you've got. Now, I've got a fishing site that I talk about fishing. Fishing is probably a form of hunting, I guess. So I talk about in there, what are the best rods for fishing on a kayak? What are the best rods for fishing on the beach? What are the best rods for just general fishing? What are the best rods for bass fishing? They're the problems that people have. If I move to a beach area and think, well, I'd like to go fishing at the beach, I have no idea what rods I need. So that's the problems that I'm solving there. What hooks I need, what equipment I need, what clothing I need, what do I need a chair to sit on while I'm fishing on the beach? Do I need something to stick my rod in? Think about all those sort of things from a hunting. Do I need a chair to sit on? Do I need, what type of bullets work best? What type of bullets are while I was doing some research, there was come across one site that was about humane bullets. All those sort of things. Why choose those bullets over a different type? They're the problems that people have, especially if they're more expensive. So they're the problems you're solving, and then your target audience might be the farmer who's going to do the hunting, or might be the farmer who's purchasing the gear for their stockhand to do the hunting. And then the hardcore hunters or the sports hunters, obviously you're targeting them. So they're the things to consider. Who is it? What is your niche? What problems you're solving, and who is it that you are selling that you are looking at that, targeting within that. Okay, once you've got all that sorted out, get a piece of paper and write all that down and work out what you're going to do. And now we come into how we're going to sell these products. Now I've listed 3 or 4 ways here, and the first way is affiliate marketing. Now, because we're talking about an online business here, the first couple options here are you're actually selling the products of others without holding any inventory, anything like that. So I mentioned before about solving problems. So say, for example, you have written a review on the 3 best camouflage little tent things. I've seen little hunting tents shooting tents that the hunters sit in to camouflage them in the bush. What's the 3 best of those? I want to buy one. I have no idea which one's best. You write a post on me for the 3 best hunting camouflage tents that are on the market. Why they're good, what's good about them, what's not so good about them, when you would need them, why you would use that one over that one, etc., etc. And at the end of the day, all you do then is for each of those 3, you provide a link for me where I can go off elsewhere and I purchase that product directly from the vendor. So you don't make the sale, you just write about it, put a link on it, and then I make a commission. Think about it if you went into your local brick and mortar store and spoke to the shopkeeper, then he said, everyone you send in here, I'm going to give you $10 commission. So you talk to all your friends, they all go in there and buy, you get $10 for each sale. Affiliate marketing is the same thing, except it's done online. Now, how you join those is, again, if we go through, now this is where the post, as I mentioned before, all the problems we're solving, how you're going to convince them to buy, who we're targeting. Now, if we get to affiliate marketing, if you type affiliate hunting gear, you'll see there's some here: Gear Hog, ghost hunting equipment, Cryptech hunting apparel, tactical, and something else. So tactical equipment, hunting for George affiliate program. Not sure what that one is, but you can see there's different types in there. So you could do affiliate hunting rifles, affiliate duck hunting, affiliate pig hunting, affiliate, whatever it is whatever niche you're working in. You'll find all these programs. You'll then check out if you clicked on those links, it'll bring up a page, it'll tell you all about it. And from there, you can then apply to those programs. Once you've applied, that's where they give you the link. So when you're applying to those programs, make sure you don't do a half-baked job of it. They'll reject you because they tend to consider if you're not going to do a proper job of it, selling the products, you're not going to do a proper job of, if you're not going to do a proper job of applying for the program, you're not going to do a proper job of selling the product. So just make sure you do that. So that's affiliate marketing. So as I say, join the programs, write about all the products, and then link off to those products. You make a commission based on the sale. Second option we've got is similar. It's called dropshipping. Now, what dropshipping is if we go back to affiliate marketing, when you link them off to the vendor, they sell for whatever the vendor's selling the product for. You don't have a real say in what they're selling for. But if you're going back to dropshipping, you strike a deal with the wholesaler and then you can pretty much sell it for whatever you want. There's variations of this, and have a read in the post, and there's another post there on dropshipping. You can do it through marketplace sites such as eBay, Amazon, Shopify, I think will do it for you as well. So you might want to sell hunting vests. So you go to a supplier and you'll find that they will sell you a hunting vest in wholesale for $50. You can then sell it for $60, $70, $80, $90, $100, whatever you want to do to sell that. And you saw before in that graph here at the thing, sell it high when the market's high, drop the price in the off season so people can stock up on their stuff for next season. And that's another thing about solving problems. Go back to that graph. What is it? What do I need to do with all my gear over the offs when it's not hunting season? So your post will go into maintenance techniques. So if you're writing about maintenance techniques on the off season, you'll either affiliate market or drop ship gun oils and things like that, and repair options and spare part options and all that sort of stuff is what you would be concentrating off in the off season to build people up for the season. So drop shipping's one way, affiliate marketing's the other. Have a look in the post about finding drop shipping. It's the same as affiliate marketing. It's just drop ship and hunting gear. And then from there, we're going to branch into selling your own stuff. And the first one is called white labeling. So what white labeling allows you to do then is you can then go in and sell your own products that you didn't make. So again, we talked about hunting vests. So you might find a supplier somewhere that will sell you 100 hunting vests for $20 each. You buy all those hunting vests and then you put your labels on it, you put your branding on it, and you sell it as your own products. You can do that for anything to do with hunting. You can have it to do with clothing. You can have it do for gun belts and holsters. You can have it for knife belts. You can do it for knives, and you can put your branding in the handle. You can do it for bow hunting and brand all your arrows. You can anything you can buy as a supplier from a supplier, and then you supply yourself. Put your own brand on it and sell it as your own stuff. Obviously, there's larger outlays there because you need to put your own. You need to purchase products and put your own labels on. And then you need to handle all the shipping and the customer service and but it allows you to build a brand. And you're building a brand of your own products, which is great for your social media, all that sort of stuff, selling your own products that way. And then from there, we go into the selling your own market for stuff that you make yourself. Do you know how to make gun racks? Do you know how to make gun belts? Do you know how to make ammo sashes? Do you know how to make the camouflage tents we talked about? Do you know how to make, anything, your own arrows? Anything you can make, you can sell online, and you're just selling that through your website again. So obviously our fourth step there, and probably that's something that people think about a lot if they want to set up their online business, is what can I sell? What can I make that I can sell? Now, affiliate marketing and drop shipping and give you the option that you don't have to do that. But obviously, if you're very handy with your hands or very clever at making things, make your own stuff and sell it. Sell it through your website and off you go. And especially if it's something that you make that's customized or something that you make that people need that there isn't a market for. And that's where a lot of the big stuff come from. There's again, back to my fishing site, there is a guy that sells little perspex boxes that you put in the water and it attracts a little live bait. Now, I got a friend of mine that I fish with, we've been trying to catch these little live bait for years. We've had nets, we've had baskets, we've had all this sort of stuff. This guy's found a corner in the market, he's made it, and he's selling, he must be selling a lot of them because he's advertising on Facebook, and we know that's not cheap. So, that if you can find a market, sell your own products. And then finally from there, the other things you can do is you can then start to look at it from the point of view of setting up a YouTube channel and going to coaching. So coaching people about proper techniques, either safety techniques or hunting techniques or setup or how to make the equipment. So you can make your equipment and sell it, but you can also teach people how to make it. Set up through your YouTube channel and stuff like that. You can do hunting expeditions. So you can do, this is where your legalities come in as well. And one, just quickly, if you go through affiliate marketing, you can sell weapons and the like, because the vendor handles all the, the cooling off periods and legal requirements and the age checks and all that sort of stuff. So you don't have to worry about that with affiliate marketing and drop shipping. But if you're doing hunting tours, then obviously you have to worry about all that. But it's another thing that you can do to selling hunting gear online. Hunting the gear might be a guided tour. It might be an online shooting, how to shoot, how to use your bow and arrow, how to attract prey to a certain area, making little baits, little carnivore baits or herbivore baits or something like that. Anything like that, you can teach people to do online. You can then either link through YouTube back to your affiliate programs, or you can set up a paid coaching section where people watch the first video and think, yep, I want to know more about that. And then they purchase membership into your channel so that they can see the rest of the videos. And that's the ways that you can make money there, guys. So you've got affiliate marketing and drop shipping, where you're selling the products of others. You've got white labeling, which is still the products of others, but you're putting your own branding on it. Then you're making your own products or demonstrating or teaching or coaching people to do that. That's how you can sell hunting gear. Okay, now what do you need? So all that sort of stuff we talked about with posts and the like, and you can see here that I've got all the stuff. Amazon's another good way you can have a look at if you want to do affiliate marketing. You can see there we've got hunting gifts, we've got a little camera, we've got gloves, so on and so forth, drop shipping, we talk about all that. So all that is I'm talking about all that on my website. So I've written a post and I have links here off to Wealthy Affiliate, which is how I learned to build my affiliate program. So again, if you need help, click on my affiliate links and I'll teach you how to build. I'll take you to a program that'll teach you how to build your own website. I'll give you some coaching and the like in there as well. But that's what we're talking about with building a website. So you build your own website. That's where you write about all your hunting gear, or put the videos of you with your hunting gear and the like, and you can get all your affiliate links and everything, or whatever you're doing, onto your website. Second thing you'll need to build then is the social media presence. We've already discussed YouTube. YouTube is very good. Be careful with social media in the hunting niche. They generally will remove anything that shows the actual graphics of the kill. But there's I again did some research and looked up hunting. There's quite a few videos, quite interesting actually, people, showing you how they stalk the prey, how they set up to find the prey, how they maintain their equipment, how they get themselves ready, so on and so forth. So YouTube is very good for that. And again, link all your advertising or your affiliate links to that. Instagram's great for taking photos. I mean, as I mentioned, I've got a fishing site, so within that sort of niche. Great for photos of people fishing, of what they've caught, so on and so forth. Again, in the hunting niches, you've have all the same, just avoid the graphics, and go from there. Facebook, obviously, and the last thing to do with Facebook is join some Facebook groups. There's hunting groups in there. Again, in the post, I've come across some hunting groups, so hunting training posts, so that's selling stuff. Aussie Hunters, obviously it's geographic. So when you search, you won't come up with all these ones if you're not in Australia or not in this part of Australia. Deer hunting, and they're, geographically based groups. But what they are good for is, we mentioned before about solving problems. How do you know what problems people have? They'll put them in their Facebook groups. Hey guys, again, referring back to my fishing, but if I go back to the hunting groups, hey guys, what's the best arrowheads to use for bow hunting deer? What's your 3 favourite camo jackets to wear in winter? All those sort of things. They're the problems that people have. Hey guys, I'm going camping in the Alps. I have no idea what to wear to keep warm. People will tell them. So not only are you given the problems, be given the solutions as well. All you've got to do is transfer that, write the post, link it off to your affiliate programs that sell that gear, because that's what you know people are searching for right now. So that's the last thing. And that's it, guys. That is all about selling hunting gear online. So if you are interested, we know the stats are there. Think about your niche, think about the problems that you can solve, and think about your target audience. Once you know that, you'll have an idea and the best way to sell it to them. Is it going to be affiliate marketing, drop shipping? Are you going to make your own products or sell products that you've got in and branded? And that's what I'm talking about, before when I was mentioned if you're selling to farmers, you might as well just affiliate market, because they just want to go off and get the stuff and get it in and sell it. Whereas if you're dealing with hardcore sports hunters, they want gear, and you might be making something that's specific to that niche. So that's where you might decide to sell your own as opposed to affiliate marketing. So think about how you're going to sell it. And then the last thing there is obviously your product. So what you're going to build. So you'll need a website, you'll need some social media, join some Facebook groups and have a look at what people are writing about, what problems they have, what they need solved, and go from there. That's it, guys. I know that was quick. Click on the links within my channel if you need any help setting up. If you're watching this within YouTube, please like and subscribe to my channel below. That way I can keep you up to date with everything to do with setting up your online business. And again, if you're watching within the post, you need any help setting up your websites, finding affiliate programs or drop shipping setups, or have any questions to do with selling hunting gear or an online business or anything to do with that. Otherwise, if you sell hunting gear online, what do you do? What works? What doesn't work? Okay, guys, hope that was helpful. Have fun, and I'll chat to you soon. Bye.